defeated on Joe Must Die all night. Nah, it didn't get his board. They finally didn't give him his jaw there. Straight to the top. If it ain't about money, lickety block. Lickety block. Yeah, lickety block. Nah, y'all saw. What is the dog? Straight to the top. If it ain't about money, you can get lickety block. It should be a flick for it. Yeah. There's nobody in here gonna give you any coins. You gotta get out and work. You gotta get on your knees, or you gotta find a job to please. Move. We'll have better coverage of the garden from the balcony. I'll take the boss time. I bet there's blood running in the streets tonight. Can't count how many graven scum I saw out there. You can't count your own stuff. I was born a clever man, I'd not be here. I hate jury. Yo, what's up, what's up, XBO? Shout out to XBO. Xbox Live, man. If you can, welcome back, Lord. We don't really need to, like, kill you. Mouse spots. I want to know about it. What a great line. That's great. That's the greatest line ever. If a mouse faults, I want to know about it.
I wonder if this turns off all the water in the gardens.
Couldn't hear it. Damn thing over there. Never mind. Keep your eyes on those faults. Oh my god, what is that? That's a long D. Is that Pinocchio's, like, evil grandfather? He literally can't see me, and I'm literally like 10 feet in front of him. I thought he could set up a rat fart on. Yeah, he did. He set up a rat fart. I want to know about it. Hi, Lord. Yeah, what's up, Kinky Leon? Appreciate you staying here, man. That's exactly what he said. He set up a rat fart. I want to know about it.
Walking in through the front door isn't my style anyway.
We're missing a lot of treasure, but it'll be okay. That's exactly Patrice! Hello. I'm so hungry. I got an Oreo mint shake. Nah, Patrice ain't help me with shit. What the fuck you to say that shit? Hey, that's something I would say. That line is so great. So great. I'm going to do another one for you soon. Hopefully we can get to a cutscene. you gonna answer for me? Let it go off of your face. Because I already know. We know each other. Lord, 2 by 4 years, how you gonna understand? Yeah, Ron, what the hell? Shoot. Help! Help! Alright, we got to...
There'll be a hangman's noose on every tree if they overrun us. We get off easy. I hate you. I know you're there, and I'll find you!
Got it. My new pickup? Nah, I don't see it yet, dude. I done told people, man, like, everything, man. I mean, if they want to, that's on them, man. I haven't even thought about 50%, to be honest. I mean, if people do it, they do it, I mean, but... all my stuff's in the description. The PayPal link right there. If you donate 5, you only get, like, 3 something. Nah, it ain't like that. Trust me, I did the math. If somebody does $5 out of that, they don't really get a whole lot. You'll get like 3 and some change. Slavery money board, that was Dion's 67 square. You know me, Dion. I don't ask anything like that. I've already told people how Super Chat is. People still continue to help that way, and there's not really a lot I can do. I mean, everybody knows PayPal is a lot better. But see, I got a new partnership and stuff now, bro, where they used to take 40%. So every 100 that you make, they took $40. I only got 60 out of it. Now the new partnership I'm with is 90-10. It's a lot better. Alright, Lord.
That was the thing. This is a big house and barrier. Not by choice.
Hey Morpheus, hey Bobby. I'm alright. They gave me some muscle relaxers, so I've taken them.
So it's better than something. So it's a lot better.
It still hurts, but not as bad. It'll slowly release the spasms.
Yo, Rumbler! Yo, shout out to Rumbler, man. OG way, right? Rumbler's in the way. How you doing, man? I'm trying to help you out as best as I can, Rumbler, with that thing you sent me in this shit. Hopefully I helped kill him, or not kill him, but hopefully I helped you out.
I was hoping they were going to give me a shot while I was there, because you know the shot kind of makes the spasm go ahead and release, and then they can give you a prescription, you know, in case it tries to keep going. Quit missing. so good.
I couldn't be a thief in real life. 35 over. I thought you were 36. I couldn't be a thief in real life. One, because I couldn't steal nothing from nobody, and two, I probably wouldn't do it quietly.
Y'all just gonna ignore me. Come on. It was warm here today. It was 79. now is 65. Tomorrow it says it's going to be 72. But I already know that we're not going to stay warm because we got to get the Easter snap. So I know it's going to drop. See, it's already showing Thursday it's going to be 58 with a low of 36. I don't get excited about the warm until after Easter because I know better. Get all excited and go outside and plant some flowers or something, and then your flowers die because it decides to snow or something crazy. Or ice. Like, nah, you knew better than that. My daughter was asking me today, is the pool open yet? I'm like, oh no ma'am. I'm like, it's open in Texas. Not here. I'm like, this little warm weather is fake. That water ice cold. Come on, Boogie. Hey, how you doing? You still moving? You gotta switch up to something different. You gonna burn yourself out on pork chops. Yeah. Always save money when you eat your own food. Dang, he fell under the thing. I can't even see if he had any goodies. I'm gonna guess not. Roast sounds good. I bought some, well, I bought a slab of ribs when I went to the meat market. As soon as this Easter snap that I know is coming passes, I'm gonna light my grill up and do some ribs and do some chicken. And of course some hot dogs. Gotta have burnt hot dogs on the pit. Is that them coming or is that just a light? That's them coming. Come on, I know it's more, y'all. He did all that complaining. It was because it was smelling good and he wanted some. Wasn't no time for him, Murphy. I told you he'd go up to Walmart and stuff and eat hot dogs and sausage on a stick and stuff. He would go to Little Caesars and tell him he wanted hamburger sausage. There's no such thing. I went in there with him one time. The first time I'd ever gone with him. And he told him he wanted hamburger sausage. And I was like, what did you just ask for? He's like, hamburger sausage. I'm like, they don't have anything called hamburger sausage. And he's like, yeah, hamburger sausage. I'm like, that's pork. And he's like, no, it's hamburger sausage. And that man ate pig almost every day. He just like to get on my nerves, accusing me of giving them some pig. I ain't giving him any pig. I eat pork, and it's rare that I make any. Other than sausage or bacon, I really don't buy much pork. You know, in the summertime, I'll make some ribs. You know. But that's just occasionally, because that's not really the main thing that my kids eat. Now my daughter kind of likes ribs, but you know, before it was mainly hot dogs and chicken. You know, when I cook greens and cabbage and stuff like that, I use smoked turkey. So it just wasn't something I did much anyway. And he just liked being annoying. Come here.
Mommy,
Yes, Shayla.
do you pay for a job?
No, the job pays you. That's why you go.
Paid for.
No, you don't pay for a job. You apply for a job.
She said
said, but what's the point of getting a job? You gotta pay for a job.
You go to bed and go to sleep. She turned around facing the wrong way. Hey, Sugar Bay, I didn't see your thing. YouTube holding everybody's comments. My extras do stuff just to purposely annoy me, though. Like, I can make a cake and he wouldn't eat it, but he'd go to Walmart and buy their cakes and put them in the refrigerator and eat them. And I'd be like, I made a whole cake and you didn't touch it. And he say, well, it wasn't cold. Burning me. Right? I would take it to my stepdad. That's what I did. I was like, I won't cook no more. And then he was always wanting to know why I didn't fix him gumbo. I'm not fixing you gumbo. Like, you're not worthy of gumbo. Y'all need to go to sleep. I gotta work in the morning. Y'all know where your shoes are?
Yes. What did you say, Mommy?
Do you know where your shoes are?
Yes.
Ooh, no. Really? Right, Morpheus. And he's from Africa. He'd know better. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lay straight on my back. I can't lean back because that'll make it hurt. I'm sitting straight up. I can either lean forward, which makes it feel great, or I can sit straight up. But the way the discs are slipped and where the nerve is compressed, leaning back, that's where it pushes on that nerve. I can't lean back. But yeah, he's just a butthole. And he thought he had found him a nice, naive person. But he thought wrong. I'm just quiet and watching. But I know what you're doing. Yeah, he thought way wrong. He figured it out quickly though. Because every little slick thing that he tried, I was ahead of him. Only thing he got me with was taking me up to that courthouse. Told me we're going to some kind of ceremony for one of his friends. And we went and picked up some guy I'd never seen before. And the guy got in the car and they were both dressed in, African garb. And the whole time they were only speaking in Yoruba, like they weren't speaking in English, so I didn't know what they were saying. So I kind of assumed the guy didn't even speak English at all, because they never spoke English at all. Like when, he introduced the guy to me, the guy just kind of, waved his hand like he couldn't talk to me. And I'm like, okay, so I guess this guy don't speak English. And we start driving. I didn't know where we were going. And then we get there. And we're just in this building. I didn't even know what the building was. And we're sitting there. He leave me sitting with this dude who I assume can't speak English. And then he disappears for like 20 minutes. And I'm like waiting for other people to show up for whatever this is that this guy is finna do. Like, I assume maybe he was getting sworn in or something. Like, I didn't know what was going on. And then next thing I know, he comes back and tells me, I just talked to the judge and he's gonna let us have what did he say? He's giving us a quick license or something like that. We're gonna get married. And I'm like, what? Like, we had only been dating for 2 months. And I'm like, huh? But during that time, my grandmother had just passed, the one that raised me. And so I was like in a state of depression. So I really didn't care what was going on anyway. And so I was like, okay, whatever. And so we go back there and we see the judge. And the judge marries us. And then we go downstairs. And the clerk, asked me, do I have any kids? And I'm like, no. And then she asked him, and he says yes. And I'm looking at him like, what? Because he told me he didn't have any kids. And I'm like, okay. And then she turns around. She asked me, have I ever been married before? And I say no. And then she asked him, and he says yes. And I'm like, now wait a minute. And then she asked him for divorce papers, and he hands her papers, and I'm looking like, I'm in a Twilight Zone now. Like, what the heck is happening? I have to approve them. It's holding a lot of comments for whatever reason. YouTube's being stupid, so I have to look over at my computer to see if it's being held. But yeah, he's real shiesty. At that point, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna deal with it. It's already done. We'll see what happens. Beware of key. Beware of key. Beware of open when attacking. What? I've killed a lot of zombies, and I did figure out how to kill the big old fat Igor thing. I figured out how to make it bigger. You can make it bigger or shorter, and I figured out how to do that. Alright, I'm gonna play one more round and then I'm gonna go to bed. Looking for on the game? What the heck? I really don't know. Like, it doesn't tell you what exactly you're looking for. You know that you're looking for whatever's turning these people into zombies, whatever that is. You're trying to find whatever's making the zombies and get rid of it, whatever that is. Dang, how many times I gotta hit you? I figured out how to kill him. Dang it. You have to blitz him and just start swinging and swinging and swinging. And not let him get a chance to hit back. Because if he ever gets to do that loop around, it only takes one swing to kill you. But, yeah. That's all I'm going to do. It's 12:09. I got to work mañana. Yeah, I can get him if he doesn't get that loop around swing. I did figure out how to kill him now, Armani. But if he spins all the way around, I'm dead. Once he gets on his feet, gets his balance back and spins around, game over. But you have to sneak up on him and just start swinging. As long as you can keep him off balance, then you can kill him. Because if he's off balance, he can't spin around. This is Bloodborne. As long as he's off balance, he can't spin around with that axe and hit you and kill you. He just does little, slight swings that, just take a little bit of points. But if he ever gets his full footage, you gone. But, yeah, that's what I figured out for that. So, I gotta kill him. And then I got those 2 mobs of zombies to kill, which I figured out how to kill the first mob. Now I got to figure out a strategy to kill the second mob. The problem is the second mob, they come up on you from both sides. So I got to figure out how I can get myself in a corner where nobody's coming from behind me. Because as long as they're not coming from behind me, I can swing and kill them from in front of me. But when they come from behind you and they're hitting you from behind and in front, you just die. Like, there's no way to block from behind. So I got to figure out where I'm supposed to go and hide to kill the second mob. So, yeah. Tomorrow, my marketing job is giving away candy, so it's not yet, but I think you will have powers. I think you will, because it like there's spots on the option thing for like potions. I can figure out how to get to it again. Arms, attire, quick items. Here, up in these consumables. There's all these different consumables and stuff, and then when you go back to the home area, there's like all these altars and stuff that you can go to. And I think once you collect whatever you need for those altars, that'll give you powers. And then when you beat certain levels, I think you go back to your home area and the spirits will give you new weapons. Because I was given the axe. Because when you start the game, you start fighting with your hands. You don't have a weapon at all when you first start. I was given the axe. So I figure once I pass this level, then I'll be given something else. So cut this off my wrist. But it's hot in here. I'm gonna go check the thermostat and see what it's on, because it's hot. It feels like it's gonna rain in my house. It's all muggy, and I can't stand that feeling. I can't sleep if it's hot. And then take my meds and my vitamins and go to bed. Yeah, it's hot. It's like humid feeling in here. I don't like that feeling. I've never played Destiny. I watched Noble Girl Gamer play, and it looked kind of interesting, but I haven't played that. I have played Fortnite, and somebody was nice enough the other night to have me join her party, and she taught me like how to set up my controller. She taught me a lot of the basics, because you know, when I would go in and try and play by myself just to try and teach myself and figure it out, you know, as soon as I land, somebody come up and kill me. So I couldn't even teach myself and figure out stuff how to do, because Because somebody just come sneak up behind you and kill you for no reason. Like, shoot, I'm not even trying to play. I'm just trying to figure out what the buttons are. It's hot in here, for real. Alright, y'all. I'm gone. Go figure out what's wrong with this air. I didn't tell you to do nothing. Good night, y'all.